And one of the things that I do want to show you is right behind me is this conveyor belt right here usually processes around 40 to 50,000 letters a day. I've got my beads on, I've got my hat on, and I'm ready for Mardi Gras. It feels like it right here. The best way for me to really describe this damage, it almost looks like an IED or some type of roadside bomb hit the cars. Some video you might see on the news coming from Iraq or Afghanistan. Now this is really just a tragedy. BNSF railway officials just left the scene about an hour ago. How much does this cost so I can have this in my house?
For you, a special deal. Other people, it'd be a $28,000 piece.
Wow.
Color 8's Justin Campbell is live in D.C. with more on the commemoration. Justin?
Hey, thanks, Greg and Stella. Now, I'm live here in Washington, D.C. at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. Fallen Cascade County Deputy Joseph Dunn, his name has already been engraved in the National Law Enforcement wall right here, Joseph Dunn.
Please know how deeply sorry we are for the loss that you've endured.
The state of Montana, Joseph James Dunn I.
I don't think it brought closure, but I do think it gave us a great sense of pride.
As you can hear, a very emotional day for her and also an emotional night for the whole family. Our hearts go out to them. Reporting live in Washington, D.C., Justin Campbell. Back to you, Stella. A big sports guy, believe me, yes. She is impressive. You know, I spent some time out there today with her, and she was ready to go and had her stuff out on the field. Take a look. She's not taking her position lightly at all. Madison Sawyer said her passion for football started at elementary school recess.
To go out there and play, and all my friends, they would sign up, so I signed up and no one else did.
Her girlfriends left her hanging, and even though she was scared to tackle, she pushed through.
After I talked to someone, I wasn't scared anymore.
Her performance on the field shows that.
She's the biggest one on the team.
One of the coaches says she's always at practice first, doesn't need help putting her equipment on correctly, and is never scared to jump right into practice.
She's not afraid to get in there with the guys at all.
Madison is only 90 pounds, but plays one of the typically biggest positions on the team, linebacker.
It's the one that I'm best at, and that's the one that I enjoy the most.
Coaches also don't plan on benching her this season.
But she's going to have significant play time based on her ability.
I enjoy doing it, and I love the fast pace and how everything goes, and I always get a chance to prove that girls can do anything boys can do.
Madison plans on playing into high school and college. With her ability and drive, we'll have to watch and see where she ends up. Reporting from Great Falls, Justin Campbell, ABC Fox, Montana News.
I thought there for a second, Justin, she was coming at you. That would have been awesome.
I did too, but blades, box cutters, and even a fighting knife with brass knuckles were all found at the Great Falls International Airport over the last 6 months. You are looking at a collection of prohibited items brought to the security checkpoint by passengers departing Great Falls, multiple knives, pepper spray, bear spray, and even tools that could be used as a weapon.
It is kind of concerning when you have so many people on one plane and people are bringing hammers and things like that.
TSA spokeswoman Lori Denker says the #1 item found are knives.
We've actually seen an increase in knives, knives of all sizes. And once again, knives with any type of blade are not allowed through the security checkpoint.
But travelers also brought more than just knives to the TSA security checkpoint.
We're seeing an increasing number of firearms brought to the security checkpoint by passengers.
Last year, there was a 22% increase nationwide in the number of firearms brought to the TSA security checkpoints. Over 2,000 firearms were found nationwide, 3 here in Great Falls, 2 at the Helena Airport, and 6 in Missoula.
The bulk of those firearms are loaded, and that is the case here in Montana as well. No need for that while flying. Firearms in the bottom of people's bags and the bottom of their backpacks that aren't secured properly, and they could be a public safety risk.
Denker says you will be held responsible for what you bring to the TSA security checkpoint. Their church was their home.
Born here, I was baptized in this church. I have 7 generations of family in this parish.
There were other same-sex couples in the church, but some members believe the priest specifically targeted them.
Yes, because they are the only married gay couple in our church.
Paul and Tom got married in Seattle last year to protect their finances as they age, but had no clue they could be denied communion.
We didn't think anything would happen. The church is one thing and civil society is another.
These men have been in this parish for years. We've had other priests, Nothing was different until now.
Father Samuel Spearing did not want to speak to ABC Fox Montana, but the bishop came down to St. Leo's Church for a special meeting to try to bring the members together and calm the situation. He spoke for about 10 minutes and heard from a full house from young to old, mainly in support of Paul and Tom rejoining the church.
Gays and lesbians in this country have fought for every civil right. It's time they fought, along with all of us, for their faith.
Probably the issue of our era. It's not just an issue for Lewistown, not just for Montana.
Yet his presence brought no solutions. For their situation, Paul and Tom, they are still not allowed to have communion. Is that correct?
That's the status quo right now.
Would still want to go back to church, but if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with it. I still have a strong faith.
Strong faith in absence of St. Leo's Catholic Church wanting their participation. Reporting from Lewistown, Justin Campbell, ABC Fox, Montana News.